This brother right here. Oh, first of all, I'm Black Light, and I just want to give this brother right here play, Dr. Ali, a play. He threw down on this one. He threw down, and he was talking about I'm using that old school terminology, threw down. But this brother here is one of my favorite young brothers. I know that probably don't mean nothing to him. Him and Born Mastermind Allah. July the 4th, Eclipse, Master Farad, the rise of the Aboriginal. July the 4th. Me and him was on the July the 4th thing. It's something he said that I want to play, let it come out of his own mouth about the pale fox.
So we trying to teach women factory design and sewing and how to make like we're not into all of this crazy shit. Imagine you over here in the West and you controlling the thought, the vibration of art and culture, and you screaming another white man's name, Gucci, Dior. That's cool. I actually like Pop Smoke, right? I like the artists. I ain't coming at him sideways like that. But what I'm saying is, you got a white man's whole phallus in your mouth. You got enough money to make your own line. What is this gay white artist so attractive for? Why are they so attractive to you? You gotta wear a purse or put on a shirt that's after some homosexual who is anti-heterosexual, anti-black. And that's some big shit for you. You brag about that to other people. Shit, make the jewelry yourself. Come, shit. I would rather wear a Kevin Gates clothing line than Gucci. I rock the shit out of some Kevin Gates, whatever. I rock the shit out of some new shoes that come out that say they Tupac's. I talked about what it means. I talked about the planets migrating to the temporality and what it means to government on the earth, to personal responsibility. I talked about July 4th and what it really represents astronomically. I talked about the black tribes, the indigenous Aboriginal tribes who gave consent for Charles Thompson to be in his office, for John Hancock to be in his office, for expatriation of the people from the British Crown. I talked about the lineage of the chiefs, Tidishong, St. Tammany, Powhatan, and where it goes all the way back to the Mayan glyphs. What you want? I talked about what the 13 represent, the 13 stripes, the 13 stars, the 13 arrows, the 13 olive branches, the 13 steps to the pyramid. The 13 in cosmology and physics.
Can y'all see that?
It's all symbols all around you. And our subconscious mind is very powerful. We make symbols that represent and resonate with what and who we are. And I talked about what you need to do to rise. I talked about the woman. I talked about Emiatolo. I talked about the discovery of this star. The Dogon said, we end on this point. Since y'all like to call me all kind of names sometimes. Some of y'all get on me. The Dogon said that Imayatolo is the wife of our sun. And when she manifests, it represents the destruction of Urugu. Urugu is the pale fox.
Listen.
And he would be burnt by the impact of Imayatolo on the sun. The sun would burn Urugu up. The fox is a sly animal, slick. It's shrewd. It's a shrewd little predator. But this fox is pale and is put on the sacrifice pallet by the Hogan. What is the sun? It is a star, our local star. And it represents light. Light is how we see, right? And when the light is bright, you can see everything. So when falsehood is disposed, the light is present, and there are no more secrets. So to the White Lodge, Red Lodge, and the Blue Lodge, to the fellow craft, or to the Entered Apprentice, fellow craft, and Master Masons, yep, I just broke your secret. I broke it. It's over. Your rule is done, bruh, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
See, all what you see, all this chaos and confusion, is an abstraction to dazzle your emotions, because the serious star system, the serious times, light, sparks of light here and there, brothers dropping that, some brothers every now and then, you like Dr. Ali, like Born Mastermind Allah, sometimes they drop some deep knowledge. This is the Great Council of the 13 Fires of Justice. Now, Supreme Minister John Muhammad, the blood, spiritual and blood brother, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he talked about the red and the blue star. Also, he talked about the number 13. I can't say it no better than this brother here. And this Lanabi goes into a little bit of knowledge, you know, but it don't give great detail. But it talks about Ben Bay right here, a little bit, just a brief little bit. But I learned about the Continental Congress way before I heard of these brothers here, the Nabis. The Washita, the Empress, I learned a whole lot from them. So my point is this, that every time we drop this serious knowledge, the brothers get distracted with something else, you know, and they fall back into their old ways. The pale fox is buying time so he could digitalize his mind and brain and body so he can resist some of the natural elements that occur during certain times on the planet. He can extend his stay on the planet. The Terminator is where he's trying to get to. The Arnold Schwarzenegger, that android or whatever you call it, robot or whatever. He's trying to get to that point. He want to evolve himself into that. And every time somebody wakes us up, we go right back to sleep. So you got a lot of jealous brothers, a lot of brothers challenging Dr. Ali, and he was answering those that be online, for discussion. He wanted to debate some brothers. But I want to say this, man, we passed debate. Ain't no more debate. We ain't got to debate the pale fox. We ain't got to debate the black fox. We ain't got to debate no more, man. You know the truth. The time is just to take over. Stand your ground, wherever you at. But stand your ground in unity. You could be, brothers could be over in Africa. Brothers could be in Mexico. And we got this internet. Now when they close this internet down and whatever, we're gonna use mental telepathy. We should be getting into that knowledge now. Mental telepathy. This is Black Light.